Ang ganun eh, kasi sabi, gabi na eh. Ang tagal na eh.
That is yun ho yung perspective ni General Torre. Pero sinasabi ko po, from an observer's point of view who was there, yung proseso po ay sinunod at mahaba hong panahon ang pinadaan bago po tayo dumating dun sa punto na kinailangan ng gawin ni General Torre na siguro pagsabihan at nung hindi sumunod ay pinusasan si former ES Medialdea at para lamang po maihiwalay sila kay former President Duterte na yun ang kanila pong gustong makuha. Kasi po, hindi po nakikita ron na ang sinasabi natin, tumayo lamang naman, naglagay lang naman ng upuan, hindi po ganun ang nangyari.
Yun ang nakikita sa video eh.
Exactly,
wala namang ginamit na dahas, wala namang sigawan, wala namang pagbabanta.
Yes, but
hindi naman tumulak.
Prior to that, Madam Chair, there were instances when the things that sina General Torre wanted to do were being impeded. So, I would understand also from the perspective of General Torre, he had a mission that he had to implement and accomplish. He could not do it because of the so many dilatory tactics that were employed. So dumating po dun sa punto na nagkainitan at maintindihan ko rin po na kung kailangan pusasan, dahil po hindi naman ho yun ang ultimate na objective niya. Nakiusap ho muna. Nung hindi po sumagot o tumugod dun sa pakiusap, dun na po umabot sa punto na kailangan na pong pusasan.
If I may,
Pagkatapos sa posasan, ay sino po yun? Yes, sa Attorney Delgra. Matapos posasan, rinilis naman. Tapos sinakay sa aeroplano, nagtataka ako paano nagkaganon. Ang gulo eh. So, Attorney Delgra, please.
Yes po, Madam Chair. I take exception to the statement PD Padalion. Yung phrase na it's beyond my pay grade, I heard it from him. I heard it from General Torre and Yusek Nicolas T., whom the first time I met him was inside Villamor Air Base. I also talked to him separately at I appealed to him. Nakikita niyo muna kung anong ginagawa ni General Torre sa ating presidente. Disrespecting the president, tinatakot, no? We will do it the hard way or the easy way. We have invoking the medical emergency. We have invoking Article 59. At palagi yung sinasabi nitong tatlo na it's beyond their pay grade. Tell me it is not true. Prosecutor General Padulyon, that you told me that.
Prosecutor,
and then
please.
I asked you, whom will I talk to make sense of all what's happening inside Villamor Air Base? You cannot even tell me the name or any name for that matter na pwede kong kausapin.
May I
And
respond?
that's the reason why I take exception to what he's saying. And to say that may dilatory tactic, alas 2 ng hapon, 3 hours after we arrived there, the plane was not yet ready. So there was no delaying tactic.
Yes, Prosecutor, would you like to respond to Attorney Delgra, please?
Yes, Madam Chair. Attorney Delgra did approach me and asked me if I could ask if it would be arranged that the former president be brought to the veterans. Yun po ang pinakiusap niya sa akin. Pero ang sinabi ko po sa kanya, susubukan ko pong itanong, pero wala po yan. Hindi ko po desisyon yan. Dahil ang trabaho po ng Department of Justice doon ay para po tiyakin na ang karapatan ng dating Pangulo ay maprotektahan. Okay? It is incorrect to say that there were no dilatory tactics. Kasi from the very start po, pagdating ng eroplano, nandun pa lang ho sa tube, nagsabi na po sa amin na hindi po sila lalabas kung halimbawa pong wala silang kopya ng warrant. So nang nakuha na ho yung kopya ng warrant, lumabas na po sila at dinala po sila doon sa 250th at kung saan sila pinagpahinga. Nandun na po si Attorney Delgra at that time. There were demands for doctors to be there. PNP had brought in their own doctors. Ang nagiging problema po kasi doon, Madam Chair, is that hindi po pinahihintulutan yung doktor ng PNP na i-counter-check yung findings po ng doktor ng dating Pangulo.
Prosecutor, alam naman ninyo, physician choice ng arrested, hindi ba? Nung
Yes,
tao.
yes, ma'am.
Hindi naman miski sinong doktor, hihatakin mo. Tapos
Hindi po namin sinasabi na ipinagbabawal o hindi ho pinapahintulutan yung dating...
Nagbawal. 3-4 na oras bago pumasok. Pinaliwanag ni Senator Bongo, nagiintay sila sa labas.
Hindi ma'am, meron hong nakarating na doktor doon right after, I don't know if it was just before lunch or right after lunch. That's as much as I know. Okay? Pero yung sabihin po na wala hong dilatory tactics, sa dami ho ng pakiusap, magmula nung basahan ni General Torre, si dating Pangulo, marami hong pakiusap na mag-uusap po kasama ang mga abogado. And this happened 2 or 3 times already. Of course, we cannot make decisions also on the requests as far as veterans is concerned.
Bakit po kayo may deadline?
Wala po kaming deadline, ma'am.
Sabi mo, matagal ni.
No, ang sinasabi ko ho, ma'am, is that matagal, yung nakikita natin sa video ay kakapraso lamang. Kung titingnan po natin yung kabuuan na kung ano nangyari, malalaman po natin kung bakit nag-escalate o naging ganun po ang pagtrato o pag-handle ni General Torre nung inaresto niya si E.S. Medialdea.
May deadline ba o may time frame ang pag-aaresto?
Wala naman pong deadline, kaya lamang po ang tawag nito, the former president was already placed under arrest. General Torre had his orders to have him boarded on the plane. And I think that was the one that he was trying to make sure that he was able to implement that particular time. A lot of time had already passed since the time na nabasahan po. And it was only around, 10 o'clock or past 10 o'clock when it was actually implemented.
Naguguluhan lang kami kasi sinabi ni General Torre, we are going. Unang-una, ma'am, ang reglementary period. Mamalasin naman kami kung hindi namin ginawa ang trabaho namin. Despite your stance na hindi ito warrantless arrest, may warrant kayo. Kaya tatanungin ko na naman si General Torre, please, para maliwanagan tayo, ba't kayo nagmamadali na dalhin sa Hague? At mababiolate ninyo yung Article 125 of the RPC. Ang ibig ba sabihin nun, warrantless arrest ang ginawa natin?
Ma'am, thank you very much for giving me that chance to clarify that 125 statement. Ang nakalagay, ma'am, sa arrested person and with a warrant, deliver to the judicial authority without delay. Yeah. So, ang sa akin, ma'am, is wala lang tayong yardstick.
Anong po yung binabasa ninyo?
We're stating
yung
that...
Article 125, puro warrantless lang.
Yes, ma'am.
Ano yung reglementary period? Pag warrantless lang, pag may warrant, hindi ganun.
Pag may warrant, ma'am, is to deliver to the judicial authority that issued that warrant without delay talaga yan, ma'am. So, wala akong yardstick kung paano ko i-define ang without delay.
Walang panahon, di ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Walang reglementary period.
Yes, ma'am.
So, sinasabi ninyo na nung first hearing na sinasabi ninyo may reglementary period, tama
hindi
po
reglementary
ba yun?
period, ma'am. Ginawa lang natin...
Sinabi mo mamalasin tayo pag hindi natin ginawa yung trabaho sa reglementary period. Nanggaling sa iyo Nagulat nga ako
That could be a misstatement that I really thank you for giving me the chance to clarify. Because yung statement sa mga warrant, sa implementation ng warrant, ma'am,
kasi tinanong pa kita, anong reglementary period? Nagulat ako Anong period yon? Tapos sabi mo, Article 125. Nasa transcript po natin, page 205. Arian. So anong kaya ang tama ngayon? Bakit tayo nagmamadali kung wala naman deadline? Ito ay arrest with a warrant. Desisyonan na po natin. Naku, Senator Bato, pampresinto na ito. Palagay ko, hindi naman pang general itong mga topic na to. Lalo na yung CIDG pa. You know very well ang Article 125 does not apply to arrests with warrants. Di ba? So, either nagsisinungaling or nag-iiwas. Ano ba talaga? General Torre, please sagutin po ninyo Warrantless arrest ba to na may reglementary period? Or arrest with warrant pero nagmamadali kayo dahil sa